Hi guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. After last week's disappointing video finding out that the engine was knocking, I will insert a link to that video now if you haven't seen it already. We are a little bit further along now. I have removed the engine, if you can see in there is nothing left there. And what we've got to do now is finish taking the rest of the engine apart, pull the heads off, pull the sump off, and see if we can find out what's wrong with it. So I'm going to insert a video now of me removing the engine. I shall see you in a few minutes and we can start having a look at the engine. So here is the engine now. I've spent a few hours removing everything off the engine. I've still got to probably take the water pump off and the cooling pipe, which is here, and a few sensors, but we are at the point now where all the cams are removed, all the followers are removed, and we just need to pull these heads off now and see what it's like inside. Rubber hammer now. I'm just going to hit the side of the head to get it all free off from the block and hopefully the liners, so the liners don't come out with it. And hopefully the head will come off nice and easily. Now this is the back block. I don't think there is a problem with this one, other than carbon build-up on top of the pistons. It's quite a lot of it actually. The liners look okay. There's no scoring marks. There's no major gaps or anything like that there. So hopefully the problem isn't with that. Now let's tilt this engine over a bit so we can get this other head off now, and I'm just going to get this one out of the way. So let's move the engine over onto the other side so we can get the front head off. Now again, the same with this one. And instantly, I think I have found the problem. Let's go and have a look at it. Just looked on this head, and I found that little shard of metal sitting on top of the engine. There's no valve damage. There's a tiny little mark there. But where that's come from, we do not know. So let's have a look at the block. There's no score marks. So now let's try and get this sump off. Now I've already freed it off on the other side, so it shouldn't take much at all to get off. Right, let's have a look in the sump. Straight away I can see shards of metal, which looks like a shell of some description. Can you see that on camera there? So yeah, we've definitely got a shell or something's fell in the engine. The sump also has a little bit of sealant all over it and little bits of metal in it. So yeah, the bottom end is cracker-jackered. So guys, I have now removed all of the pistons and conrods. The main crank appears to be perfectly okay. There's no marks on where any of the bearings were. On one of the shells, which I'll go and show you now, I think it was number 3. We do have some score marks, and that's the only one with marks on them. All the other pistons and shells, yes, they have a little bit of wear on them. I found a little bit of shell on that one, so is it number 4? Which is what I originally thought it might be. But I've checked all the pins and for play, and I can't see anything jumping out to me as obvious. So the best thing to do now is get it to my engine guy, who is going to totally rebuild it to be like new, and hopefully when he does all the measurements and tolerance checks, he will hopefully tell me what has happened to it. So guys, I think it's best we leave this one here, because I'm not going to have time to get the engine to the engine shop, get home and edit the video and then find out what's wrong with it. So we're going to have to cut it short, and hopefully the engine guy will find out exactly what has happened to it, because I'm still a little bit puzzled at the minute. But yeah, one of those things. We will find out, and we will have effectively a brand new engine to go back in it once it's all done. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.